Oh, hi, listen. You're right, you're okay. Aloha.
So I was supposed to meet up with a friend last weekend, but they got sick, so we cancelled. We were gonna meet up yesterday, and then, I guess they were tired. And, today, they said they would let me know. I asked how they were doing a few hours ago. And, haven't heard anything, so yeah. So knowing me, I imagine, I'm probably not going to hear anything, which kinda sucks. Because I kind of didn't do anything yesterday, and, today, because, you know, I thought we'd made plans. So I guess I'll run back and forth in a 5-second, 5-second loop, and maybe I'll get a sparkly fictional creature that will give me a little bit of dopamine for a little bit. How are you guys doing? Woke up a little bit ago. One of the cats got out somewhere. Are you able to get them back in? Any New Year's resolutions for 26? I want to try and be a bit more open to... I guess I want to maybe not give up so easily. To try and stop comparing myself to people. When Buddy gets out, he's usually back in a few hours, but Frankie can stay out for days. Which one got out? What time is it for me? It's 2:09 PM. 2 in the afternoon. gameplay. I'm not live till late usually. It's Sunday. Frankie's been out all day. He opened the cat flap, put his food bowl in the guest room, waiting for him to come inside. Check the food bowl, some of the biscuits are gone. He's been in and he went in to get some food, then left. Mute my phone. Yeah, there's nothing catgirl about Laban. Am I Asian? No offense. Why would that be offensive? You feel like you offended me? Like, I don't know how I conveyed that. Why are Sork chasing me? I made a funny joke about their name. They said they were Sork and I said Sork on D's and now they're running after me. Why are you apologizing? You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just curious why you thought that would be offensive, is all. Hey TC, get this. Getting autograph is like catching Pokemon. You gotta pay big bucks to get some rare signatures. How's that like Pokemon? You don't have to pay big bucks to catch Pokemon. I mean, some Pokemon you do. You gotta pay like 30 bucks to get Shiny Gimmighoul, I guess. But most of them. You feel bad, forgive you? Okay, hang on, like... What? You haven't done anything wrong. Like, it's not that deep. Catching rare Pokemon requires you to buy Pokeballs. Pokeballs are so cheap though. They're like 100 in-game money. They're like $1. In universe, they're like $1 each. Except for Master Balls, since they only appear once every game. Actually, they appear more than once. You can get multiples per game. Pretty sure Stacy's doing a bit at this point. Or... I'm not sure what the bit is, but okay. Go put Buddy in another room so he doesn't get out, but your brother and his geef moved back in with their cat. He hasn't acclimated to Buddy, so he needs to be kept separate too. Yeah, no, cats, they can get a bit feisty if they're introduced to another cat. Tabitha, she used to growl at Henry when he was a little kitten. But eventually they got along. Sometimes they would still, like, fight a little bit, but there'd be other times where they'd be, like, napping and they'd be, like, curled up together. I know when Henry went away, Tabitha seemed to really miss him. She got very lonely. She started to be a lot more affectionate. Like, she knew something was up. Like, she was, like, going around, like, going,
No, wow. No, wow.
looking around for him. Look out your uncle's dog, who also needs to be kept separate from the cats. Logistical, not yeah. Oh, shiny victory bell. Already have one though. If I catch it now, it will auto-save as well. I do already have a shiny victory bell too. What? Nope. If Pokemon are real, the world would be quite dangerous. Yep. I'm English, yeah. The two aren't necessarily, mutually exclusive, but yeah, no, I'm English.
Uh-huh.
That explains my voice? You mean my accent? Does that mean my favorite Pokemon game is Sword and Shield since Gala's based off the UK? A bit presumptuous. Ultramoon's my favorite. A lot of my favorite Pokemon are from Gen 7. Alola is in Ultramoon, Lizzie. Alola's Gen 7. Like Abominable. Hey. Abominable. Abominable is right. Wait, where's someone saying hi? Is the wow because I literally said hi twice to them. I don't want to get a wow. Well, I literally said hi twice. Sinnoh is a region in Japan. Hoenn is tropical, I believe. Apple juice. I had some apple slices with my lunch. There may have been a shiny jingle. If it wasn't that victory bell there. The Virizion wasn't shiny though. And I believe I have shinies for everything except Sork. Like I have Victory Bell, I have Throw, I have Hawlucha. Oh, I don't have. There's a monkey up there as well, can be shiny, but I don't have that. But I mean, he's monkey. Kalos is France. That's true. I remember with oh yeah, Sinnoh is based on Hokkaido. Yeah, that's true. I remember going to well, not going to. I remember like with Chris, going over like locations in the Pokemon world that I have been to the analogs of. In Gala's turf field, that's the closest approximation to where I would be from in England. Like where turf field is in Gala, that's the closest place, like, that's the closest analog to where I would be from based on its location compared to the real world. Because there's like Stonehenge there, and I lived like about half an hour away from Stonehenge. Australian region when? Australia region is Gen 10, but 80% of the Pokedex is part poison type. Something happened you didn't have on your 2025 bingo card. Oh, what happened? Alola is Hawaii, yeah. I've been to 2 of the Alolan Islands. So I've been to 2 of the Hawaiian Islands. The creator of your favorite mod made another mod.
What? Nice.
You don't have a calculator? Well, you guys don't have phones? If you look up on Google, you'll be able to get a calculator. Like, literally, if you Google calculator, the homepage will turn into one. Gala is England, London is the capital city of England, Paldea is not Mexico, Paldea is Spain. I believe Kitcaaaaato is based on an area in Johto. And Blueberry Academy is in Unova, which is New York. Or New York State. Yeah, you can leave it in suggestions. Wish we could see the Virizion there. The reason that I don't go back to check it every time is that if it's shiny, it will stay spawned in as shiny. Hope Kitcaaaaato gets expanded on. Hate to tell you, Chief, it's probably not. They kind of showed everything that was there. I don't think there's anything to... You suggest I call my friend? No, I'm waiting on them. I already messaged them. It's on them to message me now. TC streamers, you get ready for work? Yeah. So I, was supposed to meet up with a friend yesterday, but they, kind of just slept, I guess. They said, oh yeah, I'll let you know when I wake up tomorrow. So I said, okay. Then a couple hours ago, I was like, hey, how you doing? And, nothing, so I didn't do anything yesterday, you know, because I had thought that, you know, we'd made plans yesterday. And I haven't done anything today because, again, you know, I thought we had plans for today. So now it's too late in the day to kind of, you know, go anywhere to do something. So I guess if I don't hear back from them in like a couple of hours or so, then I'll be like, okay, well that's a shame, I guess, because... Another shiny victory bell. What's something that I didn't have on my 2025 bingo card? I'm assuming something that happened. I'm not sure if I can say it. There's a lot that happened this year that I didn't expect to happen. Humans still love eating pizza. Are you maintaining a balanced diet? Mostly. Okay.
Okay.
Aside from lack of meats. I mean, cheese has some protein in it. There's a lot of fat in it, but there's a lot of cheese in it. Well, it's got a lot of protein in it. I guess I could go to the shops if I end up not hearing back from my friend. That's something that I can do later on. Just to get out the house, I guess. You want to buy a block of cheese for yourself? Well, don't eat it all in one go or you'll get a tummy ache. What's your favorite kind of cheese? That's what Sork sounds like. Sharp cheddar. I've probably mentioned this on stream before, but I've been to the place where cheddar is originally from. It's from Cheddar Gorge in England. It's like big cliff faces. There's a lot of like slate mining that goes on over there. But yeah, it's where cheddar is. That's why it's called cheddar. Give me the cheese. No! I don't want that! It's the fucking victory bell again. So the Victory Bell always... Was it always shiny, or is it just repeatedly rolling shiny on the Victory Bell? Camembert? The cheese was named after the place. Let's see if the Victory Bell is shiny, or if we just keep getting a shiny roll on the Victory... Okay, it was always shiny, okay. I guess at the very least I can prove that that shiny Victory Bell will stay spawned in even if it despawns. So it despawned. There it is again. You prefer thin cheeses? It's alright. Colby Jack cheese is nice. Mozzarella's alright. I've heard cheeses. What's Tuesday of next week? The 30th? Oh, payday! Mediocre move, by the way. But nice!
That's YouTube.
What cost you $150 6 months ago went up to $750? What is it, like RAM? It was RAM, yeah. Damn. But yeah, that's what happens when one of the 3 major RAM manufacturers decides to leave the public sector and focus solely on AI. A slick frame reference. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I imagine the tariffs are probably big into it as well. I guess I'm glad that I bought my extra RAM when I did. My dad's got, like, some very powerful RAM in his, like, his home computer. I think he's got like several hundred gigs of RAM. Cause his like galaxy photos, like they can be like several hundred gigabytes each. Uh-oh. Let's not die to a fucking sork. If your cooler wasn't so big, you'd slap another 32 gigs in there. I think I have 64 gigs of RAM. I think. I've got cool RGB gamer lights on my RAM though. How much RAM do I have? How do I look that up? I have 48 gigs, yeah. How do you remember that? Fucking hell. Technically, I could write off RAM purchases as a business expense. Alright, bye then, I guess. Yeah. I still haven't beaten Baldi's Basics. I've gotten very close. I know like last time I got, it might have been the sock that actually got me last time. No, you're fine, Artsy, you're fine. You'll need to stop apologizing. That's all your New Year's resolution is to stop apologizing for things that you don't need to apologize for. So we know that Latias, like, has, like... It scatters feathers and down to that refract light, make it undetectable. We should be able to have that. We should be able to have that in this game. We call it like Eon Down as an ability, as like an item. It makes you like invisible and like undetectable to wild Pokemon for a little bit. Actual stealth mechanic. One Piece wrapped up their first season. How many episodes was it? Like 5 billion? $1,155. That's the first season. That's gonna be a big box set. God, mobile phones suck. Every time I get a little rumble, like, it's like, oh. It's like, oh no. It's nothing. Oh, neat. I vaguely remember that artsy, yeah. Alright, have a good time at work, Skeleton. I wonder if you should have gotten an Android. What makes you say that? Apple seems to do less. Hmm. Less is more doesn't apply to iPhones. Hmm. You found a glitch in GoldenEye. What was it? Removing the headphone jack was a stupid idea. It was, yeah. But now they can charge you for AirPods. Or they can upsell you on AirPods, rather. MIDI for music can override itself, resulting in stems from another song replacing the ones. Oh, okay, cool. Ringtone glitch because the first recorded instance was a main stem from the pause menu replacing the drums of the stage music but sped up. Yeah, you can send it to me. I obviously can't see it on stream, but yeah, send it to me. Curious. Ta. Greater than :3. Is that like a broken heart? Or like an angry cat face? Oh. No. Shit. Where are you? Hello? Nope.
Aloha, player.
Wish it was summer. Then even if, you know, don't end up doing anything, it's still light, late, and at the very least can like go out for a walk or something. DDLC and Me-Side are served in a bundle? Didn't they have a crossover? I thought they had a crossover, didn't they? Or there was one planned or something. I'm probably not hearing back from this person, am I? Thoughts on Misside? I don't know enough about it to give an opinion. I know nothing about it. I know that it's got some... I know that it's got a girl in it who has like a red shirt on, but that's all I know. I don't know the premise, I don't know what role she has. I imagine it's some kind of psychological horror or meta game because it is compared with DDLC. Yeah, I don't know enough about it, so I don't want to comment on it. Can I fix Misside? I don't know why she would need fixing. You love being vague? That's the language these days. Vague promises, because if you're not direct, then they can't get mad at you. If you put a maybe qualifier, why are you apologizing, playing? I'm making like a half joke. Darn. Cassandra hot sauce. I don't like him. I don't like him. Fritsky would think of spicy tsundere squirrel? I don't know. Chili. Is that slushy and hot sauce? Don't like it. Oh, mobile phones suck. Every time it vibrates, I'm like, oh, maybe that's them. It's like, oh no, it's not. Okay. I should probably call it, right? So I feel like the more I'm just like, oh, I feel like I'm kind of like huffing some insane copium. No, I mean like I'm gonna probably just give up on expecting to hear back. I mean, S-A-U-S is pronounced Saus. That's how it would be pronounced. No, I already messaged them. They would see it. Coffee. Kofi. I'll keep huffing copium until maybe 4 o'clock. Or like if the stream gets the 2-hour mark. Oh. Speak of the devil. Sometimes you worry about me? What makes you say that? The words huffing copium makes you a bit concerned. Oh, it's an expression, it's not real. Yeah, no, there's no actual illicit substance, it's an expression. Prefer to have hopium than copium. Well, I guess copium is like coping. It's like, no, it's okay. They definitely would still want to hang out with me, right? Or like, it's okay. They're just busy, or they just haven't seen it or something. Okay, they just told me that they just woke up and they're still feeling tired. So I just asked them, hey, so do you still want to hang out, or nah? My emotions aren't a joke, I'm a streamer. I mean, like, kind of, this is half joke. I should be counting like how many loops we're getting per like reset. That's 3. Four. Because whenever we hit that grate over there. That's 8. 9. 10. 10 at about 3k. Mature collection. Oh, no. I haven't been playing it. Yeah. That hurts. What? I'm sorry. Me saying, wait. Do you mean, like, me being so dismissive of myself? I don't want to give, like, a half-hearted apology. I want to know what I did wrong. Because I really didn't mean for, like, any kind of insults. I'm a human with life outside of streaming, so just my emotions and feelings shouldn't be taken seriously because I'm a streamer, putting myself out there in my busy life. Yeah. It is toxic, like... That is something that I really do want to work on. Like, going into the new year. Like, that's the New Year's resolution for me. It's not an excuse, but it's something, I guess, that's just really been hardwired and, like, not necessarily actively enforced, but, like, passively enforced through experiences. And again, it's not an excuse. I guess, like, you know, when we go through things, we, I shouldn't have to think that I'm a joke. It is a very negative self-image. It's something that's been... I don't know how to explain it, like... It's just something that... I guess, like, you know, if you have a low self-opinion, then that stuff just sort of comes easily to you. And I don't want to, like... I guess it's like, I guess it certainly didn't help that, like, English humor in general tends to be very dry and very self-deprecating in nature. Just culturally. It doesn't help that, you know, it's generally like, at least when I was little, it's generally like, you know, you don't want to play up your own accomplishments. You want someone else to, like, say things, because, like, if you do it yourself, then you're being arrogant. I guess, like, you know, I feel this, and then I, like, feel like, oh, I don't want to, like, overshare, or, like, make the mood too sour. So I end up trying to make it into, like, kind of, like, joke. But I suppose I'm not as conscious as I should be about the effect that that would have on other people. You don't know what to say right now? You don't have to say anything. That's fine, Nazi. I don't want you to... I don't want to put that burden on you. I do have a therapist. I'm gonna talk to them on Tuesday. I do want to talk to them about how I can explain, I plan on explaining, like, you know, what's happening. Streaming doesn't make me any less of a person. I guess when it was probably a poorly made joke, but I suppose, like, that was kind of like a half joke, because, like, I kind of feel like I know people have told me otherwise, but sometimes I feel like I'm boring. And, you know, obviously, primarily, you know, you want people to be entertained, and if you don't have anything interesting to say about yourself, then you can kind of make a joke of yourself, I guess, and that's not healthy. But based on, like, that self-perception, that's just naturally where, you know, you immediately go. And of course, like, you know, I don't want to make people feel bad. I want to be more engaging. I want to be more interesting. They're not a joke or a half joke. You apologize if you crossed the boundary. You may not all be that close, but you still do care about me, and it's clear we at least have some trust. Well, I appreciate that. And I appreciate you, being so direct and so honest. I'm sorry if if the way I respond or the way I talk doesn't convey that. think just especially right now, I just feel a little bit... I don't know if vulnerable is the right word, but like... played, maybe? Because, like, you know, when I make plans with someone and they get cancelled, like, my immediate thought is, oh, I guess I'm just not as interesting as whatever else they wanted to do. They probably found something more interesting to do, kind of thing. It's like, that's immediately where my mind goes. Like, they found someone else more interesting than me to hang out with or something. Which, you know, may be true, may not be true, I don't know. But that's just immediately, like, you know, where I go, based on how I've grown up. Plans of... Because, like, now it's, like, almost 4 o'clock. I didn't do anything yesterday because I assumed that I was going to be hanging out with someone yesterday. I didn't do anything last week because I assumed that we were going to hang out last week. And I didn't do anything today. And it's going to be dark in, like, half an hour. And... I just wish that I wasn't the only one kind of putting in the effort, I guess. And I don't know if that's arrogant of me to say. I don't know if that's, like, high and mighty, righteous, self-righteous kind of thing for me to say. I just wish, when it comes to this sort of thing, I wish that I wasn't the one who had to make the plans all the time. Like, I wish someone else would ask me to do something, you know? So I don't get to do, like, in-person things a lot, you know? So... it's... on that rare occasion, you know, when I do get to, you know, hang out with someone in person, I wish that, you know, it didn't just hinge on me, like, I guess, making the effort. Like, if I didn't reach out, then... they wouldn't say anything, kind of thing, you know? Maybe it's not arrogance, maybe it's more so unfair? Well, I don't know, because I mean, like, I feel like it's kind of me being like, you know, oh, like, you know, you couldn't have taken, like, my time's so important, you know, like, why couldn't you have done, you know, why couldn't you have, you know, like, did stream freeze a bit? I guess, like, on some level... it feels like, you know, I don't have the luxury of being able to, like, negotiate, or, like, you know, it's like, it's more like, you know, if I get that opportunity, I have to take it, because it's, like, I have to take that opportunity or make the time available for that opportunity, because I don't have the luxury of, you know, having multiple types of, like, hangout things to do. So it's like, if someone's like, oh, hey, you want to do something? It's like, oh, sure, okay, great. We can do it this time. Sure, great. See you then. And then it gets to the day, and it's like, no, I don't really feel like it. It's like, oh, okay. How about tomorrow? Yeah, sure, yeah. We'll see how I'm feeling. I have to cherish and plan the free time I have. Yeah. Because it's so tight, you know, I don't often get to, you know... So it's like, when I do get to make plans, which, again, you know, happens once in a blue moon... I guess I wish, like, you know, if someone, you know, doesn't want to hang out with me and they're just afraid of hurting my feelings, I wish they would just hurt my feelings. You know, I wish they would just say, you know what, sorry, I just don't want to hang out today. Like, I wish they wouldn't give the the quantifier of like, oh maybe, or I'll see how I'm feeling kind of thing. Like, why don't I get to see how I'm feeling, you know? Like, I feel like I don't have the luxury of being able to kind of have the same attitude towards it, you know? Like, if someone made plans for me and they don't want to do something, fine, just tell me, so then, you know, I'm not just sat there waiting and just wasting my entire weekend, you know? Like, thinking, oh no, they'll come, they said that they'll come by, so they will come. You know, it's like, no, they're not gonna come. So, like, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with a me day, but communication's important. Well, yeah, because I mean, like, if you make plans with someone, then, you know, so I haven't really been able to do anything, you know, you know, I don't even know what I would have done today, honestly, like, I guess it might be more about the principle, but I just, at the very least, I wouldn't have been left with that, like, the disappointment of having plans fall through. And that would make it feel a bit better, I guess. Because, like, you know, if either, like, you know, we hadn't made plans, or they had just told me, like, you know, at 10 or something, hey, sorry, I'm not really feeling it today, then, you know, I wouldn't have the disappointment of, I would have, like, a little bit of disappointment that I was like, oh, okay. But at the very least, you know, I'd have from 10 o'clock onwards to do stuff. Whereas, now, you know, it's almost 4 on a Sunday. I can't even go to, like, the English chocolate shop because they close at 4. And they'd be closed by the time I get over there. And so rather than just having, like, the, oh, well, it's like that, like, that feeling of not knowing, and then, so it's like, you know, do I just keep my day open then? Or, like, you know, do I not go somewhere else just in case they're like, oh, yeah, you know what, I am feeling good, let's meet up, kind of thing, you know? I always feel like, in this sort of thing, like, I'm the one who has to always be on standby. So I can't make other plans. But other people can make whatever plans they want. So if something better comes along, they can be like, oh, no, sorry, I don't want to hang out. I want to do this instead. It's like, okay, sure. I'm probably just, like, rambling or venting or, like, saying stuff, you know, that I probably would be more comfortable kept to myself at this point, but... Am I making sense? Like, at the very least, like, do you understand, like, what I'm kind of, like, what I'm kind of, like, getting at, I guess? Well, I'm totally fine with someone cancelling plans on me, like, you know, it's happened enough. That, like, you know, just one more cancellation on, like, the mountain of cancellations isn't gonna affect me any more than it has been already, right? So, like, you know, that's not gonna bother me any more than it already does. It's the fact that, like, not only do I not get to do stuff, on top of that, my entire day has been wasted, you know? Like, I don't know what else I could have done. Like, maybe I could have, like, gone up to see the pups or something. But, at the very least, I guess I did something productive. Like, you know, my apartment's tidy now. I folded up all of my, like, for ages, like, when I did my laundry, I'd just keep it in, like, a big, like, bin. But I finally actually, like, folded it up and put it all away. It's like the laundry bin of clean clothes that I've been meaning to fold up and put away. It's actually put away now. So that's something, I guess. So at the very least, I did something productive. All the time spending everything mentioned before, yeah. I should let them know how I'm feeling. They're not realizing how much they're inconveniencing me. I don't feel like I have the luxury to take such a stand. So I feel the need to make the most of it. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Could I at least text them? I did already. They said that they had just woken up about half an hour ago and they were still tired. So I said, so do you still want to meet up today or would you rather not? And that was... Oh, that wasn't that. That was about half an hour ago. So I guess they might have just went back to bed or something. I guess realistically, today I probably wouldn't have done anything different than this today. I probably would have just been streaming. I think it's just more of the principle of it, and the just like spending the entire day being like, oh no, it's okay. They'll let me know they're on their way any minute now. They will be on their way. You know, like I think that's what makes it worse. Because like, you know, like today. Yeah, I probably would have just been, like, streaming. But, like, I'd been looking forward to, you know, to meeting up with them. So, for a couple of weeks at this point. It's like, we were supposed to meet up last week, but they got sick. So I was like, okay, that's reasonable enough, right? Fair enough. I wouldn't have the annoying anxiety at the back of my mind. Yeah. Because, like, now I'm feeling like... Am I really... so uninteresting that having a nap is preferable to spending time with me. You know what I mean? Like, well, obviously it's probably more complicated than that, but I feel like, at the very least, you know, if someone's saying, like, you know, hey, sorry, like, I just woke up, at the very least, I would say, like, I don't think I'm gonna make it today, kind of thing. At the very least, say that, so give me a concrete answer, rather than leaving it open, right? Because that makes me feel like, okay, like, are you just seeing how you feel? And because I'm just gonna be there, right? Like, I'm kind of like, I always feel like, growing up especially, but like, right now, is like, I kind of always feel like I'm, like, the safe friend. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm never the person who gets asked to do things with first. I'm like, if nobody else has any plans, I'm the person that they then talk to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the safe friend. Like, oh, you know, there'll always be TC. You know, if I don't have anyone else to do anything with, I can at least, you know, because TC will always say yes. You know? So my dad told me something, like, obviously not the same thing, but when he's asked me to do things for, like, to look after the dogs for him or his pets, right? Rather than, like, in the past at least, he's been a lot better about it more recently, but in the past, like, he would tell me, like, he wouldn't, like, ask me if I'd do it, he'd just kind of, like, volunteer me to do it, and, you know, he'd say, like, you know, oh, well, you know, you don't really have anyone, so, you know, you don't have any plans, and it's like, sure, I didn't, but, like, the implication kind of hurts, you know, like, just the implication, like, obviously I don't have plans, but, like, the implication that you know that I don't have plans, so that I will just do it anyway, like, the implication there is a bit upsetting. He has been a lot better recently, though, but, like, in the past, it would just be, like, the expectation would be, like, if he has to go on a trip or something, I would just do, you know, I would drop everything and go over there to do that, because, you know, it's not like I know people to make plans with, you know what I mean? It's good that he's gotten better about it. It's a bit... oh. Yeah, no, yeah, he's a lot better about things, but, like... honestly, like, he had been, like, a bit harsh, you know, growing up, and, like, to me growing up, and... he's expressed, like, regret for that. I think seeing how the pups have been with me has helped a lot. And, I helped him a lot when he had, I think I might have said this on stream before. He had, this... I don't know if I want to talk about this, because it's very serious. I don't want to, like, dampen the mood. I'll say he had something medically that, he's better from now, but I was helping him a lot during that time, and I think that might have helped a lot, too. don't need to buy tickets. It's okay. I have tickets. Yeah, because I've only done... We only did the one tour that we did with, Skeleton. I appreciate the offer, though. Hello, Pawsy. You're right, you're okay. I think you know what I'm talking about because I know I was quite upset when someone said they had and said that, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I have mentioned it then. So yeah, very long story short, he had a cancerous tumor in his leg, but he doesn't have it anymore. So yeah, that's the thing, like, if someone jokes about that, that's an immediate ban from me. Like, that and, like, there's a couple of things that, like, I don't have any leniency with. It's joking about that and, drinking behind the wheel are, like, one of the, like, two things that I don't have any leniency with. So... But yeah, no, so I helped him through that, like, because obviously there were things that he couldn't do. Because, he couldn't walk a lot, so, I had to do a lot of things for him. I ended up, like, taking, like, a week off of work as well to help him through that. Would I like an M&M? Not particularly, but I appreciate the offer. They used to make these really good, like, M&M, like, things. Like, they came in, like a box. And they weren't, like, they didn't have, like, a sugar shell. They were, like, regular, like, chocolate drops. And they had, like, mint in them. They had kind of, like, a texture to them. I think they were kind of marketed as, like, higher-end M&M kind of things. But... yeah, I guess they stopped making them because I guess they didn't sell as well. Which is a shame, because I thought they were really good. Yeah, like, he helped me, yeah, he helped me out when I didn't have a place, like, or when this apartment I'm in now wasn't available at the time. Or, like, when I got priced out of my rent, he let me stay at his, yeah. So I stayed with the pups, and, yeah, I fixed his internet, yeah. Over Christmas, I installed Steam on his computer as well. Because, I got him Myst for Christmas. It's like a very old game from, like, the 90s. And I remember him, like, playing it, like, when I was very little. He had, like, the big box, like, monitors and stuff. I remember him playing on it. So I got him Myst, but could only have it on Steam. So I helped him set up a Steam account. Christmas. Mistmas, if you will. Christmas. I'm still not really a dog person, but the pups are like the exception to the rule. They're so sweet. Yeah, so streams past 2 hours. You're fine, Artsy. Yeah, it's getting really dark in here now. I even lit a candle. I had a candle going that smells of like hot cocoa and cream, so that it would be nice. Be nice, like homey atmosphere. I'm not a fan of... No, I'm not. Yeah, that's another thing, like, that I'm not a fan of. Because the term trigger has already been ruined by the internet now. Like, you can't... There's not really a term that can be used in the context of PTSD anymore, because, like, that, you know, that's what you would call something, right? But, like, people have, you know, co-opted it now to mean just, like, generally, like, angry or perturbed now, right? I don't like that. So when people joke with, like, oh, this level in this game gave me PTSD, it's like the same thing as, like, you know, when people, like, you know, say, like, they're so OCD because, like, you know, they have a bit of a messy desk. Well, I don't have OCD, but, you know, I don't say that because, you know, I know that it's not that simple. Or, like, when people are a little scatterbrained and they say, oh, I have, you know, I'm so ADHD. It's like, no, you're not. No, You know? You're drawing Kinito because of a fan song. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're being creative, Lizzie. Keep hold on to that. Never lose that. I think after this loop check, I'll pop off for a bit, so I guess I can go to the shops and get some bits. At the very least, you know, I'll have gotten outside today. Like, at the very least, I like to get outside during the day, and you know, I would have done that earlier if I'd known that my friend was gonna, I guess, kind of flake on me. Yeah. And then I'll probably make some tea, and I'll probably just immediately start streaming again. Like, running back and forth until we see shiny Virizion. You're fine, Artsy. Yeah, no, I just hope that I didn't, like, overshare. Like, that's my main worry. Like, I don't mind, like, talking about this sort of thing every now and then. It's just, like, my thing is, like, I don't want to spook people or weird people out. Like, that's what I'm more worried about. Despite everything, it's still me. That's, like, one of my favorite quotes from any video game ever. That resonates with me a lot. That's probably that victory bell back there. There's a shiny victory bell down there. Yeah, right there. Virizion? Nope. Okay.
Alright, okay.
Can I move this? How do you move them? I guess you can't, okay. I thought you could. Can I use the mouse? I don't want to overshare. I don't want it to be the entirety of the stream. Yeah. I'm more just worried about, like, weirding people out. Hmm. I guess not, yeah. Huh. I actually don't know what Game Boy Advance games they have on here. Or Mega Drive. I never finished OMORI on the Switch. I'm curious what they have on the Game Boy Advance, so I'm just going to take a quick look at that. Oh, Klonoa. F-Zero. Red Mystery Team, okay. Starfy. JP only game. Oh, I have this on a... I have this on my Game Boy cartridge. Or GBA cartridge. Oh my, I have that too. No, I have this one. I don't have this one. I have these two. I wonder what the difference is between these two. The European one might be just that you can, Oh, I have this on my 3DS, because that ambassador program thing. I think I've played Pokemon TCG on stream. Yeah, right there. Might have played this on stream too. Yeah, first Kirby game was Game Boy. They removed the e-reader levels from the EU release. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Because the e-reader wasn't, a thing in, Oh god, look at Mega Man there. Didn't they have a GameCube one? I'll go explore that in a bit. I'm gonna stop stream, then I guess I'm gonna go to the shops and get some bits, so at the very least I have gone outside today. So I'll see you guys in a couple of hours.